to make a move. You want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivy. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
To throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They booted away on fourth down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. The give is to Williams.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Pocket breaking down. The short hands, it's Williams. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This offense is so so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Aggie. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He uncorks one deep. Reels it in down the left side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an...
Breaks into the open on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give on the inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll pull it down and run. Took care of it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Uncorks one. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make...
Breaks into the open. Spin, still running. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw. It's Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense. Texas A&M going up tempo.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And wings it incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple of weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things, because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Ivy. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. up top. That's caught. It's Martin. Spinderella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush is on him. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how...
That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense takes matters into its own.
Such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivy. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and... intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback may change this route. Now improvising. He turns it loose to the left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pressure coming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Right on the money. Running through contact. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Penn State, 21.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now adjusting. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's good enough.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The offense changing the play. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not...
Fires one high and deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Texas A&M going quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. He'll take the deep shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. On the move, he fires. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Snares it outside. It's Ivy.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Texas A&M going up-tempo. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man. It's Martin. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
29 on the play.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Saunders. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Trying to pound it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Bussey. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Reed.
I love the play call on defense. You've got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1-yard line.
Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Williams. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his man. It's Riley. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The give is to Williams. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I think that's a what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
He lost one down the sideline. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Texas A&M going quickly. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Steps away. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Aggies! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another play.
There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Unleashes it. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but won a play to get the football back.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Skips away from pressure. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He wants to change this route. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Still looking on the move. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Martin. Now the toss. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling inbounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. And they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead here in overtime.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
And he makes the extra point. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Scanning the field, it's Reed. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. The give to the tailback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Huge 3rd down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants it all. Touchdown, Aggie. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make it the point after.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
From the gun, looking for a man. He's in! The 2-point conversion in overtime. What a call to win the game! Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.